NFL Hall of Fame coach Tony Dungy questions Kamala Harris' faith-based tweet about abortion rights. Dungy, a Christian, quoted the Bible in his argument. Legendary NFL coach Tony Dungy challenged a tweet from Vice President Kamala Harris about abortion rights. Harris has been unapologetic about her stance on abortion rights for women, and she continued with a post on X Thursday. One does not have to abandon their faith or deeply held beliefs to agree. The government, and certainly Donald Trump, should not be telling a woman what to do with her body, she said. Dungy, the first black head coach to be inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in the modern era and second all time, is a man of faith and questioned Harris. Dear VP Harris, I hear you make this statement all the time, Dungy wrote in a quote tweet. Exactly what faith are you talking about when you say you don't have to abandon it to support abortion? Are you talking about the Christian faith that says all babies are made in the image of God, Gen 1:26, that God places them in the womb, Jer 1:5, and that we should not take any life unjustly, Luke 18:20? Are you talking about that faith or some nebulous general faith that says we're good enough and smart enough to make our own decisions? What faith are you talking about? Harris has pledged that if Congress were to pass a bill to reinstate the protections that Roe v. Wade guaranteed, she would proudly sign it into law if elected president in November. Meanwhile, Trump commended the United States Supreme Court for overturning Roe v. Wade, which has allowed states to handle the issue. Dungy also reposted former NFL tight end Benjamin Watson's quote tweet over a Sept. 17 Harris tweet, which said, "A young mother from Georgia should be alive today, raising her son and pursuing her dream of attending nursing school. This is exactly what we feared when Roe v. Wade was struck down." In more than 20 states, Trump abortion bans prevent doctors from providing basic medical care. Amber Thurman's tragic death was caused by complications from legal abortion drugs and gross medical malpractice, Watson responded. She should have been treated immediately by physicians who instead waited too long to act. Georgia's pro-life law is not the issue. It does not criminalize doing a D&C, especially when there is no detectable fetal heart rate. Amber should be alive, and Harris should focus her attention on these facts so we can prevent the next tragedy rather than promoting politically motivated falsehoods. On Dungy's tweet, one commenter wrote, "I love what you stand for, coach. But how do you support someone like Trump? I have never seen post from you criticizing him. I guess you didn't see my post last week when I said Donald Trump could not have read Florida Amendment 4 very carefully when he said he was going to votize on it," Dungy replied. Trump later clarified his stance on the abortion amendment, which would protect access to abortion in the state, saying, "I'll be voting no." Abortion is not permitted in Florida after 6 weeks of pregnancy, with exceptions in rare circumstances. President Trump has not yet said how he will vote on the ballot initiative in Florida. He simply reiterated that he believes 6 weeks is too short, Caroline Leavitt, the Trump campaign's press secretary, said after his NBC News interview. Earlier this month, Harris also claimed Trump's abortion platform would make no exception even for rape and incest. A survivor of a crime of violation to their body does not have the right to make a decision about what happens to their body. That is immoral, and one does not have to abandon their faith or deeply held beliefs to agree. The government and Donald Trump certainly should not be telling a woman what to do with her body, Harris said. Understand, if Donald Trump were to be re-elected, he will sign the national abortion ban. Trump said moments before Harris' statement he does believe strongly in exceptions for abortion. I believe in the exceptions for rape, incest, and life of the mother, Trump said during a debate. I believe strongly in it. Ronald Reagan did also. 85% of Republicans knew exceptions are very important. Dungy is a one-time Super Bowl champion coach, which came after his 12-4 season in 2006 with the Indianapolis Colts. Dungy began his head coaching career in Tampa Bay with the Buccaneers, going 54-42 with the franchise before moving to Indy, where he quickly became a legend with Peyton Manning as his quarterback. Dungy went 85-27 in his 112 games leading the Colts.